All right, hello and welcome to episode number 8 of the Rainier Strength Pod. Episode 8, I'm surprised we made it this far. But my guest today, Duncan Hundley, has some numbers that are going to blow your freaking mind. So let me tell you, okay, an 1135 unlimited squat, 903 unlimited bench, and 672 unlimited deadlift for a 2711 unlimited total with a raw total of 2006. That's an 848 squat, a 600 bench, and a freaking 672 deadlift. My man is a freaking beast, powered by freaking kryptonite himself. Duncan Hundley, how are you doing, dude?
I'm good, man. I'm good, dude. So what's crazy is I've emailed Open Powerlifting like multiple times. So maybe if they see this, so all of that it's like flip flop. So I totaled 2006. I did it with an 848 squat. It was like a 485 bench. I like messed my pec up. And then like a 672 deadlift, like whatever. The 600 bench like is insane. Like it's great. I've never benched 600 raw. Is the thing. Like so that's where I'm like this doesn't belong to me. This doesn't belong to me. So I've benched 525 in the gym, but everybody knows that don't count. So and then the geared total, I totaled 20. Sounds terrible because I did it so many years ago. It was like 2711, I think.
Yeah.
1134. I did it, and we can talk about the story. I did it
Yeah.
in like the loosest gear you possibly could. Um, uh, the bench, the bench was a single ply, so they messed it up and put unlimited. So all of that totals actually multiply, except for the bench shirt, and I pulled raw. So because like I said, we'll get into the story of it later, but I had like 3 weeks to prep for the meet. It was my like 3 weeks before college ended, and I said, me and my buddies were huge multiply fans, West Side versus the World, all that, and we're like, let's just join a random one. And I found these briefs. Donnie Thompson gave them to me, and we went and joined. So it's flip flop, man. Like I didn't bench 600, but then also it's like I benched 903 in single ply, not unlimited. So it's
Yeah.
whatever. Open powerlifting's got me messed up.
It looks like Open
Those are right.
Powerlifting here has some fake news that we gotta
Yeah, the,
correct.
the totals got
So
me got it right though.
a little generous on it. So let's go back to how this started, man. How did you even get into strength sports in general? Was it high school football?
No, no, I was a huge wrestling fan, and I've seen you're a wrestler, and I was like, man, I was a huge wrestling fan. I can remember my first ever like watching it on my mom's waterbed. I remember sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm seeing Triple H on the screen. I'm seeing Batista bombs. I'm Undertaker big time. So I'm from Tennessee, and Kane's like the mayor there. So when you graduate, you go and shake Glenn Jacobs' hand, and so I was a huge fan. And we worked out at this little gym called Court South. My mom did, and I was like in the fourth grade, and she just take me with her, and I would just do all the machines with her. And yeah, there was a bunch of pro wrestlers in there, so I wanted to be a pro wrestler. And then it got into just really love to lift weights. So
Okay,
yeah,
so now that begs the question: who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Ultimate Warrior. I mean, he's old school. He was before me, but man, his just quote on, every man breathes his last breath, his heart beats its final beat. Like I've said that like at friends' funerals. I've said it. It's my favorite quote ever.
Yeah.
So Ultimate Warrior by far, but in my time when I was like watching it, because obviously he was kind of done by then, or at least not mainstream. It was I was the John Cena nerd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Cena was on top of the world for a good amount of time. So did you ever pursue pro wrestling? Did you get trained or anything?
No, but I've been in two matches. I got it's like Tennessee all redneck and all that. So I had some football coaches that were like, Dick, yeah, I'm a pro wrestler. I'm doing some stuff on the side. So I'm like, all right. So they'd let me come and like I've commentated wrestling matches. I forgot what the federation was called. I mean, there was like 30 people there, and they just sold like hot dogs and stuff. Like it was like really like redneck. But yeah, and then I'd hop in the ring. I've hopped in the ring twice, and then for football, because I worked with Clemson football as a strength coach. I We did a wrestling event, and I wrestled in that, so it was pretty cool.
Nice, dude. Nice. So what got you into wrestling in the first place? Did you have family members that put it on the TV for you, or was it just
Yeah,
something about the culture?
yeah. My dad liked it, and then I think they kind of got split up, and then mom just would put it on, and I think freaking just stick it on the TV. And I was also just like a lot of kids, like unsupervised, and we didn't have cable,
Yep.
and freaking like at that point, I think uh I forgot what, like SmackDown wasn't on, like Raw was on like USA Network, so obviously you
Yep.
didn't have cable. SmackDown was on like something where like you could get it if you didn't have cable. And
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but SmackDown was what I would always watch because that's Undertaker was on SmackDown, Triple H was on
Yep.
SmackDown, Batista. So yeah, just
The
freaking
glory
on,
days.
man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
bro.
when like
Yes,
when Hogan came back, he was on SmackDown for a bit, and
yes.
he was like challenging the Undertaker like in the
It
early
was grittier.
2000s.
It was a
Yep.
lot grittier then. So yeah, dude, I'm a big wrestling fan. I've kind of like I haven't watched it in probably like I'll like tune in, but like haven't been as huge into it, especially with just like how work is. But I'll still keep up. And but yeah, dude, I was a huge fan probably up till, I mean, 6 years ago, and then kind of like fizzled out.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. So what got you into powerlifting then?
Yeah, so I just was going to the gym and stuff, in high school, and I was like a sophomore, and I'd already been like squatting and stuff, like nothing wild. I think like my freshman year, I squatted like a bench like 225. I squatted like 365, like strong, but like nothing like wild. So I did that, and I was like, gosh, this is awesome. Like I love competing. I love like going and doing stuff. And I'd seen World's Strongest Man. I'm like, well, that's a thing. I know powerlifting's a thing. So I was just messaging a ton of people on like Facebook, I think, and at the time, and um, messaged a bunch, and some people pointed me in right directions. But what happened was, my mom, this guy at the gym said, "Hey, sorry if you pick up a siren. There's always
Ah, no
sirens."
worries, brother.
This guy said, "Hey, I know you're is that at the gym." She said, "Hey, I know your son likes lifting weights. He should do a powerlifting competition." She's like, "No way!" Like it was like crazy. So she told me about it, and he's like, "Hey, it's sign up through the Southern Powerlifting Federation. That's the like a really big one in around the South, obviously in Tennessee." I just signed up. I was like, all right, boom, signed up. That's why I tell you, you don't have to be ready for your first meet. I signed up, but I just bought knee wraps. I'd never been to knee wraps. Like I just went for it. So we drove to the meet. It was a Gold's Gym Classic. It was in like June, and I weighed like 205 pounds. And for some reason, I wanted to cut to 198. I don't know why. And got to the meet, I weighed 199. I was like, oh gosh. So I freaking competed at 220. But I remember that meet. I squatted 430 in wraps and never been wrap tight before. I just went down and it was just wham, threw me back up. And then benched 300 and pulled like 370. I'd never deadlifted before the meet. They taught me how to deadlift at the meet. Some guys
Yep.
taught me how to pull sumo. So
Yep.
I was like, and that, so just a dude at the gym, like said, hey, here's what this is and hop in. And that's kind of me in general is I just,
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to do something stupid. Like, and we'll get into it. I've done stupid things that have led to injuries, but I'll just hop in, like,
Yeah.
like Ronnie Coleman says, ain't nothing to it but to do it,
Absolutely. 100%, man. So, what was your introduction to the equipment? Because it looks like, at least according to Open Powerlifting, you have a ton of raw meats in
Yeah.
here. What was that introduction to the equipment? Who introduced you and what was it like?
Yeah. So, a bunch of dudes did it around me growing up. And like I said, I was in like a really awesome part, like of the Tennessee, lifted with Pete Rubish. I saw you interviewed him. So me
Love
and Pete,
Pete.
yeah, we're really tight. There wasn't a lot of multiply guys there, but like just like the gym itself, especially with him there. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. And I'm like 17 years old. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so I was just a big fan of it. I love like, and I know it's not super popular and like and everything, but I love the culture of it. I love the grittiness of it, kind of like we talked about with wrestling. There's that old just freaking grittiness of it. So I was like, this is cool, and really love West Side. Obviously, was a big nerd there. So I say this meaning I done Raw and wraps and everything, and had just always been like, I want to get my hands on some gear. And I get to college. I do a bunch of USAPL meets because we had a powerlifting club. I was actually the president of the powerlifting club at Liberty. Did all that, and then there was one day, like my second year, we did a meet, like $20. We talked to the federation. It was $20 to get people in. So I got everybody in the club the way I ran the club was you didn't have to compete. I just wanted you to come lift. Like I just wanted you to come hang out. And you know what, if you want to compete, whatever, but at the end of the day, powerlifting is not just whatever you put out there. Like it's the community and the confidence you gain and who you become. So I say all this meeting, $20, cheap meets. And I'm like, I'm gonna do the meet too, man. I gotta lead by example. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna. It's $20. I'm gonna do it in gear. So never been in gear in my life. My mentor, Coach Bill Gillespie, he held the bench world record for a while. He's like, I mean, he's like a father figure to me. He's like, hey, I got a single ply shirt. You want it? I was like, sure. So I just put it on at the meet and I went and benched. And I think that's where it's got it messed up on open powerlifting. I benched 600 in that single ply shirt. So it's all freaking messed up. So I'm glad you still want to interview me after
Yeah, of
I don't think
course, dude.
600,
No, it's
but
over, bro. That's it.
dude, I just hopped in and I benched 600 and I think I went for 675 and I locked it out and then like dropped it back behind me because it was just, yeah, I'd never done it before. I was like, this is awesome. But I remember I was standing up on the bench, like doing the Hulk Hogan frickin'. And
Yeah, dude.
I was just like, I was like being a showman. So introduced to gear with that. I hopped in it. I'm built for it. Short arms, like I can arch up. I was probably like 280 pounds at that meet. And yeah, dude, I just freaking hopped in. And then from there, the next time I got in gear was, I went to Clemson for an internship. And I had not been in gear since. So this is in like December of 2021. I think that happened. And that meet where I benched like that 600 single ply, whatever, cool. I go and do a strength and conditioning internship, at Clemson with their football program. And a dude there, his name's Ben, he wanted to go do a powerlifting meet. And I was like, I'll take you to a powerlifting meet. I took him to one and I was like, I'm gonna do it too. I didn't train or anything. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do just like I did the last time. I'm just gonna do it in a shirt because like, you know, whatever. Like I'm gonna do it in a shirt because at the end of the day, it won't hurt my feelings if I do bad, right? Because I didn't really
Yeah.
train for it. Like,
Yep.
so I showed up to the meet and Coach Bill was at that meet too. So and he was at the meet. And I'm like, hey coach, I'm gonna do the meet too. He's like, no way. And I'm like, do you have a bench shirt? And he's just like all geared powerlifters, right? He's like, yeah, I've got like 30 laying in my truck. So he had this single ply katana. That thing is freaking golden, dude. He had this single ply katana. He got me in it. Boom, boom. And I went and I benched 804. I pitched 804 in it. That's where I knew. I was like, okay. I was like, let's go. Because my raw bench was pretty good right then. I mean, I was still benching like 515, but like everybody knows like raw, like bench, like it's good, but like in the gear, it's a million times different, right? So
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
million times different. So yeah, I benched 804. I was like, nice. And yeah, I went back to college. So I'm kind of going along. So I'd never been in a squat suit. I had never been in squat briefs. I got in briefs one time over the summer, that same summer, and I squatted like 900 or something. And yeah, so I know I'm bouncing all over the place. Bench meet randomly in December, another bench meet in June. I go back to school after the internship. It's my last semester of school. I was a super senior. I had to go back because I messed up my schedule like an idiot. So, which I'm so glad I did. So, I got about 3 weeks left before school ends. Man, I'm gonna not see all my buddies again. You know, everybody came from different areas. I was like, I'm freaking doing a geared meet. I was like, so I had the briefs sitting in my truck. Donnie Thompson gave them to me. So me and Donnie are really cool. I got connected with him when I was down in South Carolina. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put him on. We're gonna go to this guy's garage out in the middle of nowhere, Virginia, where I was going to school. He has a monolift. All my boys, hey, let's go. We'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings after. I'm gonna freaking squat 1,000 tonight. That's how crazy, like, and I'm still that way. Oh yeah. So like,
Yep.
like we'll get into like where I'm at now, but I'm like, I'm gonna squat 1,000 tonight. I can squat about 800 pounds raw. Like, dude, I'm squatting 1,000 tonight. And all the guys, obviously, dude, like, this is where you know you're rolling with the boys. They're like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Our other buddy's like, I'm gonna max out too. Like, we're all freaking, we'll max out, whatever. So we go to this dude's place. We freaking are jamming. I think like, we were just putting whatever. I think I had some my Kid Rock going, dude. Kid Rock gets me going. And, dude, I squatted 1,000 that night, 1,005, I think, something like that. And I missed it the first time, got it the second time, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings after, like promised. And I said, I'm gonna do a geared meet. I was like, like we're gonna do it here in about a couple weeks. So I did. I squatted the next week, 1,030. I went down to Donnie Thompson's and he helped me out. And then the week after that, I didn't squat. You're just chilling. And I knew how to bench in the shirt. I had already benched a couple meets before that. I was doing still like single ply bench meets. Sorry, I skipped, and I benched world record in single ply 927. Um, so I was like, I can bench in a shirt. So yeah, we just showed up to the meet. I squatted my opener like 1,050 in the briefs, 1,020, something like that. And my buddy, I squatted 1,100. So I'm like, I'm gonna go 1,100. So my buddy had this Leviathan thing. He's like, hey, he's like 350 pounds, and I'm probably 290. He's like, hey, dude, let's put this Leviathan on you. I was like, all right. I never put it on. And we put it on. It is hanging off of me. And he just tightens it up in the groin a little bit. And he's like, let's go 11. Squat 11. I was like, all right. And we'll go, let's go 1134. I was like, all right. We put 1134 on. And I squat 1134. And I just had knee sleeves on. It was just those Predators, the Leviathan, that was a triple XL that, like, literally, I mean, I did nothing. And then some knee sleeves. And we squatted it. I benched like that 903, I think. And then I pulled one deadlift because I was ready to go home. So
Yeah,
burpees
dude.
are so much harder than raw. But dude, I'm sorry, I'll veer everywhere, but it it was a freaking good time. And now I'm trying to figure it out to get back.
No, dude, I love it. I'm all about the stories. I'm all about veering off. Don't worry about none of that, dude. Because it seems like your last meet, if Open Powerlifting has this correct, was in 2023. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it has
Yep.
been a while. So describe that absence. Well,
Yeah.
is there? Yeah.
Yeah. So 2023, what was that meet?
It says it was the Beast of the Southeast in
Yeah,
North
Beast in the
Carolina.
Southeast. Yeah, bombed out. I went bench shirt. I kept trying to just hit big benches. I think I did an unlimited one, and I didn't really like train for it. We just like went and yeah, I think I tried 1,003 a couple times and just missed it. And I benched it in training. It was just the shirt or just bad tech. Like if you're not, you can only get so far from saying just like F it, you know. And
Yeah.
so. So the absence, in strengthening and conditioning, you're very busy. Like, and I hate to use the word busy. Like I'm busy, but like, especially when it gets in season, it's a 7-day work week. Like you train groups in the morning, you train groups in the afternoon, you're at practice, you're eating dinner, and then you have games on the weekend. And so I say all that meaning I could have done a raw meet. Now I could have went and done a raw meet. Well, I didn't do a raw meet, and this is why I relate with Anthony so well with his injury. I was getting this weird hip pain. It kept getting worse, and I just noticed, and now I finally figured it out since it's been 2 years almost. It's just, dude, I was squatting in a really bad pattern, really bad like movement pattern, like crooked. I got really strong crooked, pretty much.
Okay.
And it just came and bit me. Nothing's tore, nothing like that. It's just it came to bit me, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do anymore. I couldn't just go off the cuff, you know. And I was still training like I want to say smart, like I wasn't maxing out all the time. Those meets on the whim, like it was still like you felt like I was always ready, you know.
Right.
But yeah, dude. So it's the reason it's been so long is because I've been trying to get my hip right. So finally getting it right. Like I said, nothing like it was just movement pattern things got tight. I tried so many ways to get around it. Like, hey, I'm not going to squat and just do single leg squats. Maybe that'll help. It doesn't help because your technique's not right. You're not addressing the pattern. Hey, I'm just going to do this instead of that. And just for like, dude, it's been 2 years and I've just been washing around it. And yeah, I just haven't competed. So reason I did, and then I was 300 pounds. So like I saw, like I feel the exact same at 300 than what I do right now at 240. So I just dropped. I said, hey, one of the best things a guy told me was Coach Gillespie. He said the best way for a natural person to feel like you're on steroids is to lose weight and then slowly gain it back. And I was like, okay. So I lost 70 pounds and got down to 230. Just trimmed down, build, like bodybuilding, like still powerlifted. Still like I'll never stop the powerlifting movements, but I just kind of got away and kind of got away from just eating a ton and just changed up some training. I'm so glad I did it because I've built a good base and now I'm about 248 right now and I've just built back and like things are going really, really well. So, like I said, with Anthony, he had to take a bunch of steps back and I had to take a bunch of step back. Like dude, there's nothing better than getting on the platform. Nothing. I've been doing it since I've been like 15. Nothing freaking better. And oh yeah, I'm going to be back very soon, but it's just been, just figuring it out. Like the thing, man, I don't want to be the dude that freaking competes from till he's 25 and then he's done. But like I used to, like if I've got to take time off to figure it out, I want to be like my mentor, but Bill, who competed till he was 62, 63. Like I want to be that guy. And you have to do it smart. And if I'm a strength coach, if I'm really walking the walk and I'm working with college athletes now, high school, like all over, dude, you have to show like you can't just push, 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 push. You have to take those steps back. So I'm glad I have. Strength feels really good right now. But yeah, so the reason I kind of had that little hiatus, it's been 2 years. Yeah, I needed to because I knew I was gonna crash and burn because during all those times I didn't do any meets, but I squatted at some exhibitions, however you say it. Like I squatted 850 last May, raw, and thought I was coming back. Freaking hurt it again, and not like a pot. Like I said, just hurt it. And the bench was the slowest one to build back. So I just hit 455 for 3. That felt really good. And so, yeah, so the bench was the slowest one to build back. But yeah, dude, I would get strong and then it kind of dip back because what I was doing was lying to myself. Like, I'm going to get strong, really, really strong. And then dip down and be like, no, you're still hiding that injury. You're still hiding that bad movement pattern. Let's address it. Let's start from ground zero and then move up instead of playing this game where I'm here, there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man, it shows a lot of maturity for you wanting to stay in the game for that long and understanding that you have to take these steps back before something tears, before you need surgery potentially, and it puts you out even longer. I think that
yeah,
shows, especially your age, which is crazy because when I was your age and I was like wrestling a lot and stuff and still trying to compete, I was just like crash and burn, like just all ego, like just all doesn't matter. Like, and I got hurt a lot, right? Like trying to compete and then go wrestle the next weekend. And it led to me getting hurt a lot, which sucks. So I think that shows a lot of maturity for thinking about, the long game. Did you have any reservations when you lost weight? Because some people get tied to the identity of looking a certain way or being like huge or things like that. Did you deal with any psychological like ramifications from coming down that much in weight?
no, no, I'm pretty goal oriented. So it was like, this is the goal right now. And just get it done. And it's very, I hate to say easy, but especially in the role I was in season football, every day's the same. So it was easy to make every meal the same. It was easy to make your cardio the same. Yeah, I mean, dude, I just had a goal and just went for it and kind of fell in love with it. So like, yeah, it was good, dude. I even went off and friggin' ran a half marathon for a second because I was like running to lose some weight. And I was like, hey,
Yeah.
it was fun. Like I was like I still like to get out and I firm believe get out and do sprints,
Yep.
or just like low cardio, especially. It's just good for you, man. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, no, I just that was the goal,
Yeah.
and but still nothing gives you nothing freaking like I said, everybody has a purpose in life. Everybody has
Yep.
something that they love, and nothing gave me that just feeling like powerlifting does. Some people it's golf, some
Yep.
people it's hunting,
Yeah.
some people it's whatever, fishing, whatever. So powerlifting just dude, that feeling on the platform is incredible.
Yeah.
So
Everyone has their thing, right?
yeah.
So talk to me about this. You're training with the football team and with these players. What does your training program look like for these guys? Are you training the halfbacks the same as you're training like a linebacker, offensive lineman, or how does that variance work with those guys?
Yeah, so I break it down like um at the college level, yeah, it would switch, So you'd have, you training like I train linebacker, tight ends, running backs. I would train, so it was me and the head strength coach. I was like a graduate assistant, so I was under him, which was incredible. He's a legend. He was in Westside versus the World too. His name's Coach Joey Batson. But yeah, he. So basically, I say all that we did little different things that maybe the wide receivers would or the O line. So you split it up at the end of the day. Whether it's anybody, they have to do the basic human movement patterns, right? Squat, push, hinge, all that stuff, pull. So, we would do all that. Like you're never too advanced for that. But my biggest thing as a strength coach is there's a million ways to skin the cat. If if your back is hurting, like, and it's a lower body day, it doesn't have to mean you have to squat. Like, there's a lot of ways we can still get that stimulus. At the end of the day, what's the stimulus? If you're trying to have vertical power, does it have to be from an Olympic lift? Can we do something else? Can we do a loaded jump? Can we do an ISO? So stuff like that. And that was really cool. In the college level, obviously, it could be more, especially at like a high level college level, it could be split up more and more specific, especially with more advanced guys. But I really enjoyed being at the high school level right now, just because like it's all development. I'll
Yeah.
get football, and then like I'll have cheerleading in there. I'll have freaking volleyball. I'll have middle schoolers, and just teaching them. Man, just got to teach them the basics. Got to hammer them with that. Teach them how to squat. Teach them how to, like I said, teach them how to bench. Teach them how to do a push up. Is the biggest thing, right? So, but yeah, dude. So we would split it up. Yeah, for sure. But kind of like where I'm at right now, especially with high school. Really, it's a lot of basic movements, and then like, hey, with there's always specifics with some sport. Like, hey, volleyball, knowing that, hey, that shoulder's rotating a lot. What are some rehab drills we can do? Probably need to strengthen that shoulder girdle a little bit. Football and soccer, a lot of jarring, so they might need a lot more specific neck work. So at the end of the day, like they're like sport specific. Like I don't really,
Mhm.
I don't really know how specific you really gonna get, right? So I think
Right.
just hammer the basics. Don't be a big time power lifter with them, right? Like don't care about they got to squat
Yeah.
500 pounds. Just make sure they move efficiently.
Yep.
But the name of the game in all athletics is speed. Speed kills, dude. If you're fast, like if you are fast and explosive, and speed comes from strength, right? Strength is a direct correlation. I mean, it goes perfect, but sometimes it doesn't go the opposite way. Like, hey, if you're super strong, you might not be super fast, but if you're really fast, you've got some good twitch to you. So, but speed is, I mean, they say speed kills. Like
Yeah.
that's the part of training where you can get specific.
Yeah. Do you utilize accommodating resistance with your
Yeah.
athletes?
Yeah. So we have a speed squat. We have a speed squat day, speed lower day. So, but yeah, I've done it. Done a lot of minute schools. We've done speed pulls. We've done speed bench. Oh yeah, dude. Just teaches the athlete they have to fire through the bar. So,
Yeah.
dude, I've never personally done it, but I've seen schools do banded cleans, all kinds of stuff, dude. Banded push press. So, dude, oh yeah, of course, accommodating resistance is, I mean, dude, you got to freaking use it. Chains,
Yeah.
bands, whatever you're feeling.
Yep. Yeah, I love the bands personally for bench. For squat, for me, they tend to beat me up a little bit, so I tend to use them a little bit more sparingly. Also on the deadlift, like they have been a freaking game changer for my deadlift.
Yeah.
Do you prefer one over the other, bands versus chains, or is it just kind of what you're feeling?
I the bands make me feel more stable because they like basically staple, like just like tie you down. The chains
Yeah.
I'm a little more unstable. I think the chains is more like brute force going through it. The bands obviously gives you that kind of overspeed eccentric.
Yeah.
Honestly though, I think I personally like the bands because like I said, it does keep me in like a ballast. But and even with the athletes, yeah, we use mainly just bands, just because it's freaking easy to get it on, dude. Like when you
Yeah.
got 100 and something dudes in a weight room, and the chains are on there, and like one of them falls off, like the athletes don't look at that.
Yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
simplest? Like just put the band on, you know. So
Yep. Yep.
so I would have to say probably bands, but chain. If if I had to go, like probably what's the best one? Probably just being lazy though, not setting it up. Probably chains.
Yep. Yep. So for you, I mean, you don't bench 800 by accident, even though you're just freaking hopping into these meets willy nilly like a madman, which I freaking love, by the way. That is a style that I fucking love. Send it. I love that.
Yeah.
Um, so what was your training like to hit these freaking numbers, dude?
Yeah. So,
Was it a
dude,
lot of conjugate?
a little bit of conjugate.
Okay.
So like, I'll definitely pride myself on training hard. So sometimes definitely hard and maybe not smart sometimes, but I'll never not train hard. Obviously my athletes, it's all about injury prevention, sports performance. So, all down there. It's all about being efficient. And then with me, it's and I'll just destroy, like, let's go. So, for a long time I've always been like a 5 day a week type guy training. Josh Bryant, I take a lot from him. But basically the rundown I would do, where I felt my strongest was, and I got a lot of this from Donnie Thompson, was, my first day of the week being, squat. would I just pick a variation, and I would do like some triples or doubles, like some triples, low weight, some doubles, do like five sets. And so let's say it'd be like a safety squat bar against bands. I'd do like five doubles, and then if it felt good, I would take a single after, and I would just rotate every week. And and then I would always do like a hinge movement, so like RDL or good morning, and then a bunch of legs. My second day of the week, bench. Um, Oh, my bench got the strongest following Coach Bill Gillespie's program. It's called the Heavy Duty Routine. It's the greatest bench. When you can get strong without even realizing you're getting strong, that's the best thing. So you trained off of a training max, and the way it went was it trained on like a three kind of cycle, like micro cycle. So it'd be like the first bench day was threes and sixes, three sets of three to a heavy set of three, three sets of six off of your training max. The second day was twos and fives, up three sets of two, up to a heavy two, three sets of five. And then the next day was ones and fours. And then you kept going through that. So day one of bench, maybe like the Tuesday, was threes and sixes. So, and then a next bench day was Thursday. Thursday I would do a light 5x5. So just like an extra pressing day, light like 70%. And then Saturday would be my heavier bench day again, which would be the twos and fives. And then when I go to the next week, it'd be the ones and fours, and it always rotates like that. So I say all that meaning that's the upper, everything. Until to this day, like I never just bench. Like I'm always like benching and then supersetting with some type of back, some type of pull up, something like that. Like if you can't do pull ups, like pull ups is the greatest thing, like for building strength, especially back strength. So, and people neglect it. And then, but my secondary lower body day, my deadlifts, obviously it's been my huge weak link. I'm finally I'm figuring it out. It's been a great journey. It's been an awesome journey. But with the deadlift, it's just following a steady cycle. And maybe you hit like fives one week, fours, threes, and then you'll hit like a single, and then you just rotate the next block. I'll always keep it very similar, um, like I'll do the same movement with it. So I'm always practicing with the deadlift. It's like my buddy told me it's like shooting free throws. So you got to practice. And then, and I would always squat before I deadlifted. So, like a 5x5 or something. So it was a lot of volume. So I have 3 bench days, 2 lower body days. And then always I'd freaking do like an arm day or something.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it was I know it's kind of all over the place, but, yeah, and the best thing, dude, that I've enjoyed and where I really respect, is guys that, hey, they have tried a million things, and when they give you coaching advice, they can see what your body needs, and I can prescribe it that way instead of just saying, no, I live and die by this because it worked for me. But it's like, well, like it might not work for them. Or hey, like like I said, if I would have just kept hammering and got hurt and never found a way to do something better, I never would know how to coach somebody. So when like I'm talking about the deadlifts taking so long to figure it out, like I'll get really strong and then stagnant or get hurt, get strong. Like now I can really show like, hey, this worked. Okay. But if you push it too hard, it's not going to work. And so, like I said, it's all trial and error, but it sucks trial and error because you have the error, you know?
Yep.
It freaking sucks. So, yeah, dude.
Can I just keep getting better all the time? Like,
I know. Dude, I know. So, yeah, man, that's kind of been the journey of it, but I feel really good right now, dude. Just like right now, my training, like I said, I'm getting strong without even noticing it. And that's the perfect thing about it. Like you got to get lost in the sauce of training. That's the thing. When you can get lost in the sauce and you don't even realize, like, it's like, I'm getting excited. It's just like, I just got to go get this done. Boom. I got to be a robot. I got to get my work done. I'm out. Like that's when you're going to get strong.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like that you said you threw an arm day in there because you've got some freaking cannons on you, man. Like looking like freaking Kenny Patterson,
Oh,
dude.
baby.
It's like Kenny P, man. It's fucking wild. There's no wonder why you have a monster bench.
Arm day, yeah, man.
Dude, fucking sick. So obviously your raw numbers, I'm looking at them here, are just stupid. I mean, they're ridiculous as well. Do you prefer one over the other as far as your time in the equipment versus raw?
Oh, I like geared. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like geared. It's just more fun. It's like Formula One racing, but and people can't like like the athletes, you coach, they're like, what, or like I'll explain it. They're like, I don't understand. Why would you want to? But isn't that cheating? Or and they don't mean it. Like they don't
Yeah.
understand,
Yep.
So I just tell them, man, it is like it's just there's an extreme part to it, and honestly, dude, it's the culture of what's around it. When I'm around a geared people in gear, it's something different. Like there's something about them, man. Like a lot more blue collar sometimes, and there's got that just kind of edgy kind of feeling. Like I don't know, man. Like all the guys I've trained with, it's just been a little different, and you have to have a community when you're in it. So, like I said, it's the culture that surrounds it, but then also just the extreme feeling of holding those weights is a cool
Yeah.
thing. It's a so
Yeah.
yeah, gear for sure, and I'm gonna be back in gear. 100%. So 100%. I'll probably be. I mean, like I said, that 455 bench. Like, I've been talking with like Roman. What
Oh yeah, Mustachio.
Mustachio. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you need to
Best
get
name, best last name in the league. Yes,
yeah,
of
you need to get
course.
him up on here, dude. He's the man. Um, he he's kind of been talking with me, helping me out, and so I'm definitely hopping back in it soon because, yeah, dude, I miss it. I lost all that weight, so I don't have any gear,
Yeah.
so it's all just like
Yeah.
what can I borrow?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, definitely the gear. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I've done way
Yeah.
better in the gear meets too. The raw meets, I screw it up. Like so, like I've like I said, bench 525 in the gym, like a clean, like all that, and pulled 725 in the gym, and then I go in a meet and I blow my load on the freaking squat, and I'm like, okay, bench 485, and I'm like, and I'll tell you that bench freaking 485 from that 2000 total. I was benching like 500, like, dude, I was repping 500 in the gym, like all day. And like, seriously, dude, I was so freaking strong. What happened was, and I don't regret this one bit. Um, I competed on a Saturday, right? And every meet I've done, I've never slept good. And it's not because like I can't sleep. It's because this like I always travel with like buddies, and like we'll go stay at like Motel 8s or something, and like three of us will sleep in one bed, like because we're cheap and we're so I broke. So I say all this meaning, that 2000 meet where I went 848, 485, I think 672. The 485 was like literally like my opener. So competed on a Saturday. I left Friday night to go to the meet. We drove like 8 hours. It turned into an 8 hour drive. Um, so before we went, we had football practice Friday morning, and football on Friday mornings. It's the whole team lifts at once. It's really intense. It's like freaking 5 a.m. It's awesome. And me and the interns are like 3 a.m. arm farm. We're gonna get fired up. We're gonna freaking do 1,000 rep arm challenge at 3 a.m. and we're gonna all do it in wife beaters, and we're gonna get the guys. We're gonna be all pumped up for when we coach the guys at 5 a.m. because it's Friday, dude. And so, dude, I did like it was an insane arms. I could like not straighten my arm for the meet day. So we did the thing. I didn't like eat at all because we cleaned the whole weight room, and then we drove 8 hours to the meet. I couldn't weigh in that night. I wasn't cutting weight. We go to my buddy's house that night. There's no beds open. I sleep in a recliner for probably like 2 hours that night. I just woke up. I'm like, no, here we go. Here we go. So I remember I took 501 twice. I'm like, dude, nothing. I'm gonna bench like 515 today. I go boom, and I'm like literally like right there. I just couldn't lock it out. My freaking triceps were destroyed because of the 1,000 rep arms that we did Friday. So I don't regret it at all, dude. At freaking all. I don't regret any of that. I mean, all the times I've messed up with it, I don't regret it. I don't regret hurting my hip because I hurt my hip 2 years ago because, like I said, I'll veer all over the place, man. I hurt my hip 2 years ago. I did that meet, 848, and then we went into football season because I did that meet in like July, and we went into football season, and we wanted to do, me and all the interns were like, dude, we're going to do the developmental program that we give to like the walk-ons and stuff. It's a crazy program. Like it's freaking hard nosed. We did it, dude. And I was like, I use my legit training maxes. I use like an 850 squat. I think like a 650 front squat, like a 500 bench, like just a bunch of stuff like that. And I was literally like, it'd be like day one, AMRAP on squat with like 550. And then like, after like 4 sets of 8, and then like a bench day. And then day 3, front squat, AMRAP with like 455. And then day 4 would be like deadlift. and then it'd be like incline and then deadlift every week. And I got to like week 6 and I was like, dude, I'm messed up. So I got exposed. I was freaking, I think I front squatted 585 for 5. Like I did 600 for 15 on squat. Like I was like, boom, 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 going. So that mean it got messed up. I mean, messed up. But dude, I don't regret it one bit, man, because we were training at 10 o'clock at night together. All of us, man. After a long day, we got there at 5:30 in the morning, worked all day, watched practice, went ate dinner, we trained together after. I don't regret it one bit because, man, like those dudes are like my groomsmen, man. Like, like,
Yeah.
like I don't regret it one bit getting hurt. So,
Yeah.
or hurt, like, what? It's not hurt, but like just getting tweaked up a little bit. So,
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's a testament to like some guys get caught up in the paralysis by analysis, right?
yeah,
And it's
dude.
like you got all these
Really.
fucking dudes on YouTube and they're like 135 pounds. They're like, well, this is a fucking C tier exercise. And if you look
Yeah,
here,
right.
and it's like, man, shut the fuck up. Just
Yeah.
fucking just train hard, man. Like
It's like, I don't
sometimes
even
you
know what
just
that
have to
means.
train your dick off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to train your ass off, man. It's just how
Yeah.
it works, right?
It
But
is, man. And I hear all that. It's like, you hear all that and you're just uh, like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes you're like, since when did like freaking this, like this awesome sport that's honestly just meant for just to be, just hardcore. When did it get so just like what like I'm in the industry of like where it should be like more, hey, like it should be this specific. Like when you have dudes
Mhm.
that are about to be drafted and making millions, like okay, that's when you can look at that. But right now with
yeah,
this brother, where you're going to your local meet or to a nationals where you winning no money, like it's like, what are we doing here? So that's why I said I like, dude. I'll be straight up, and some people don't like it. Um, I'd rather go to a local meet. I'd rather go to a local meet with my boys and freaking squat it and do all that. Go home, have a good time, like go out and eat after. Then go to some freaking nationals where you're just nervous, like you had to fly out there by yourself. Ooh, that's cool, whatever. Like, no, man, that's not what it's about, man. Like maybe for some people it is. Like I'll take my competition and high stuff from like the athletes I'm working with. Like for me, I get to this sport because it's fun. Like I'll go freaking compete, like I said, at a local meet with some buddies. And man, that's where I'm gonna remember when I'm 90.
yep.
So like I said, I've won collegiate nationals. Like I won it. I got second, and then I won the next year, and for USAPL, and I don't remember it at all. Like it was a cool meet. I got a crazy story for that one too. But
Bring it on.
so yeah, it's I don't remember it. The only thing I remember from that meet, I don't even know where the medal is for the collegiate nationals that I won. I remember I cut weight from like 280 to 264, and I remember I couldn't, what's it called, eat really before the weigh-in, right? So it's a 2 hour weigh-in in the USAPL. So I went, just like starving myself. I go weigh in at like, what is it, like 8 a.m. and weigh in at 8 a.m. and then I go upstairs and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hydrate up. I took these E-Lite packets that are like salt packets, and so one of them's like 1,000 milligrams of salt. So I took 7 of them at once, and like basically I freaking overdosed on sodium, and like started puking and pooping at the same time, like freaking this, dude. I was like pooping in the toilet and puking into the bathtub, just boom, boom. Oh, and I went and I lost like 10 more pounds, and so I went to the meet, and I didn't eat a single thing from freaking meet time, all the way until you know what I did have? I did. My buddy's like, hey, this will get the taste out of your mouth, and he had a little thing of Jack Daniels. And he gave me a little sip of it, and I was like, all right, here we go. I didn't eat anything the whole meet time. Freaking squatted like 777. They redlighted my 810, and then terrible bench opener, terrible deadlift, and we went and won. We didn't eat it all. So because of the 7 E-Lite packets that for some reason I thought was gonna like all the sodium was gonna just blow me back up like an idiot. So like I said,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
be like a tick, bro. I'm just
I
gonna be
know, bro.
full.
I swear, I'm confident in my ability as a strength and conditioning coach. Like I break all that down, like I feel, and I'll take the efficient sports performance approach, but with myself, it's not good sometimes.
So what changes did you have to make to your squat to get out of that
Yeah,
like misalignment?
yeah. So, dude, it was like just some really small things that kind of caught me. So, really now, just now like making sure I'm grabbing the ground, twisting with, and make sure big toe contact. So, like as like I was really squatting, just like a lot of shifting. So, and I would like upper body would shift as well as up, like lower. So it would put a ton of pain in like that glute med area. I mean, dude, freaking like it was so weird. And so really, dude, I just had to figure out the trigger points in the body. Your body's connected all the way. So really reinforcing big toe to the ground, really reinforcing what muscles are fired up, and filming everything. Like it's so simple, dude. It's like rehab and a lot of stuff like that is a lot more simple than people think. And
Yeah.
it's my biggest thing is simplicity. And so yeah, dude, things I just had to change was start from the bottom and just work back way up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just started like, hey, I've got to have my feet here. I've noticed there's some mobility issues, like I'm really tight in this side than I am in this side, and it could be things of like my ankles are tight, so it's making me shift more on my left side, and a bunch of just odd just stuff, dude, that if you don't love it, you just stop. But
Yeah.
I love it. So, I just take, dude, like I kid you not, brother. I mean, it has been 2 years of like nonstop of just going and going and going. And like finally, like I'm getting some leeway and I'll still feel it. But now I can know when I feel it, I'm like, I'm still on the right path. Like I'm still, instead of like, oh, I felt it. I need to restart, you know? So yeah, bro, just little things like that. Like it's really nothing extreme, man. It's nothing
Yeah.
extreme. It's just I got really strong crooked, and I had to figure out how to be strong straight, pretty
Yep.
much.
Yep. And there's still a lot of variance in the squat, depending on, like your leverages and all that kind of stuff, body weight. There's
Yeah,
a ton of
dude.
that, right? So with you being a strength coach, there's a lot of debate. Obviously, you got vertical shin, you got knees over toes. If you're in equipment, if you're raw, it's all going to be different. But as a general basis for someone, let's just say someone that's lifting raw and
Sure.
says, hey, I want a good squat. As far as the knees over toes thing, what are you looking at? Are you looking at vertical shins, knees over toes?
Well, I'm just seeing if they can just perfect a body weight squat comfortably. Like the worst thing people can do is what you just said, paralysis by analysis. Or one of my favorite teachers in college said, the worst coach is verbal vomit. And I'm like, hey, I get a freaking eighth grader. Hey, man, like, come here. Like, or seventh or sixth, dude. When I was up in West Virginia, dude, I was driving to Pennsylvania to make a little extra money, and I was training a 5-year-old, man. Like, I was training some 5, 6-year-olds, like, it was awesome. And I just had them body weight squat, and
Yeah.
it was comfortable, and it looked fine, dude. Like, at the end of the day, you've seen the pictures of babies, like they can get in a beautiful squat position.
Yeah.
I never looked at shin angle. Looked at
Yep.
torso. I looked at torso angle. I looked at like how they sat with like depth, and all that. Can they actually squat down? Oh, you can't squat. Like, oh, it's probably from an ankle issue, or it's probably like it's like my knee hurts. Well, you have to look at like the joints. So your joints, and this is a broad statement. Like it can be switched, but like you look at like joints, like it works up a chain. So like the ankle joint is like a mobile joint, and the knee joint is like a stable joint. You don't want your knee to be like mobile, flipping around. Hip joint, mobile. See how it works up the chain, and then it goes to like lower back, you want it to be stable. Thoracic spine, you want to be mobile, be able to move. So it works up in a chain from stable, mobile, stable, mobile. So I would look to be like, oh, my knee hurts, probably because something in the hip or something in the knee, or sorry, in the ankle is off. So that's how I look at it. But back to your question, now, man, we just would start with body weight squats and let's see if you can get it right. A lot of kids, when they go down, they want to lean. They're not super, they just don't feel comfortable. So we would just start with simple things like ISOs. ISOs are the best thing, dude. Like just like, hey, let's just hold a body weight squat. All right, let's try a wall sit. Hey, and just a bunch of stuff like that, man. It's fun. Like
Yeah.
so there's a million ways to skin the cat, dude. Like
Yeah, dude.
I mean, our running back, one of the best. He plays for the Eagles. And, Eagles just won the Super Bowl. He when he was at Clemson, he back squatting hurt him, so I Zercher squatted him all every he would Zercher squat on his like anteriorly loaded day, Zercher, and then on his posteriorly loaded day, he would good morning, freaking great day. His knees felt great. So, and it's just because of like how the body works, man.
Yeah.
Um, so, and he could have back squatted, but it's like, hey, like, dude, this is what's feeling good right now. Like, dude, you're not going at a competition. And I know when you get to
Yeah.
the NFL, you're not going to go back squat. Like, I
Yep.
know you're going to do some other stuff. So let's just do what we can now. And man, the biggest thing with training, especially as a strength coach, like, make people love it. Like, my why as a strength coach is to make someone freaking believe in themselves more. Like, man, like more. And nothing's better than that, than learning your body and progressing. And so, dude, it's like, hey, man, like, dude, there's other ways to do this than just freaking like, you might look at me, like my athletes will look at me and be like, oh, we're just going to bench or this. No, there's a
Yeah.
ton of ways we could do this. So, and that's the beauty of it, breaking it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, dude. And you talked about your bench, fucking monster bench. Um, what are some changes that you've made recently? You said you were getting some tips from Roman. Shout out to
Oh, yeah.
Roman, Leonard Skinner aficionado as well,
Oh,
which
my
is pretty
gosh.
sick. I love
Yeah,
love
bro.
me some Skinner, so shout
Yeah.
out to Roman.
We'll
What are
Saturday
some
night
changes
special.
that you made in your bench to blow it up here?
So best thing with bench is just best way to get better at bench is to bench more. You know, you have to treat it as a skill, shooting free throws, baby. So, you know, it's one of the things with bench, man, my bench got good. I was benching like 4 times a week. I was just practicing. And right now my bench, I believe, is so good just from obviously a ton of tricep work, just brute trauma that I'm getting.
Yeah.
But you have to, right? Like, and I think that's a blanket term that people use, like, well, just more tricep work. Okay, yeah, but like let's break it down. So, but I think the best way to get good at bench is benching and then doing like accessory type benches. So like talk to Roman, he'll talk about like doing like double pause benches after you're done benching, and then maybe doing even another accessory after maybe hitting like a close grip or a floor press or so my best bench and reason I think my bench is feeling so good now is because I treat it like a skill, not just like a muscular movement that I'm doing. So like, and like I really enjoyed benching with that claw grip. My best bench came with with that claw or talon grip, or it's reverse grip. I just call it claw. But yeah, that's when I start. I've been benching like that again. Feels great. But dude, my bench went up when I started, yeah, using it as more of like a skill. Like do more variations of it, not just bench and then go do triceps and dumbbell bench. Like bench, and then let's do another variation of bench, and then hey, maybe one more. It doesn't all have to be heavy, but just practicing. That's when I got really good at bench, and I think that's why my bench is going up right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm getting back in the shirt on Friday, so we're gonna see how it feels.
Nice, dude. I was just gonna ask you, have you been in a shirt recently?
No, I haven't been in. I got in a shirt last year. I competed last year. It's not an open powerlifting because I bombed out. So I competed last July in a bench only meet. It was Rob Farrell's meet where it was you do 3 attempts single ply, 3 attempts multiply, 3 attempts unlimited, 9 total bench attempts. And I just freaking did terrible. And I just had a bad meet. Just wasn't like I feel like I trained good for it. Just going up there, man, like it kind of crumbled. Like it's just how it is, you know.
Yeah.
So just bad time. But I said that was the last time I got in it, but that was like 270. So now like I'm like 248 right there. Now I think the shirts too were a little off. So like I think like I just went in with the attitude of willy-nilliness, and you can't do that when you're really trying at an elite standard. So
Yeah.
you do that for some time. But so I said on that meeting, I haven't been in it in a while. So I think tomorrow I'm getting in briefs. I'm gonna play around with some guys, and we're gonna see how it goes. Just playing around, man. Um, and then Friday, so we'll see, dude. I have no idea how
Yeah.
it'll feel.
Yeah.
So
Which
I'm
is crazy
excited.
because you playing around, dude, is most people's PR.
Oh,
So
yeah, well, shoot, man. It's fun. It's fun to get in there and
yeah.
just go. So just it's like so you're training for a gear meet right now, aren't you? It's freaking hard.
Yeah, yeah, it's dude, it's so much freaking harder than people thinking up here in Washington and the Pacific Northwest in general. There's a just like stranglehold of raw lifting everywhere, which is fine. I love raw lifting as well, but
Yeah.
a lot of the equipped guys are kind of ostracized a bit. I ran into an equipped lifter, Alex, in July of last year, and that kind of got me thinking, like, what's going on here? Because I had always loved West Side and all this stuff, but no one up
Sure.
here does it. So I was like, well, like, I don't want to be the only fucking person doing it because I'm gonna need help. And so I met Alex. We started talking. Then someone else at the gym started getting into equipment. And it was slowly just like started spreading a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
I
man.
saw more equipped guys pop up here and there, and like it's freaking hard, dude. Like it's
Super
for
hard.
me at least, is way harder than competing raw. Like I mean,
Bro,
dude,
it's so freaking hard. I mean, like I said, I've only done one meet. Like, respect to all the guys that have done. I've only done one meet. You're hurting after, but oh, dude, it's a blast, man. Oh,
yeah,
can't wait. I
yeah,
can't like I get wild hairs all the time, dude. Like, I mean, I'll just Like I'm thinking, like I've had a wild air of like doing a qualifier APO meet and then trying to get in the WPO freaking this year. Like it's like, hey, let's go, let's try it. But then it's like, like you can't just do that. Maybe I will. But so
You
um,
probably can.
maybe,
That's
maybe. But
yeah.
dude, it's freaking hard. Though. So how's your training
Yeah.
going for it?
Oh, dude, it's pretty sick, man. I mean, I've only been in a bench shirt. I'd probably say 3 times. I have a single ply katana,
What
and
size are you?
right now 220. So I think I have
What
a
size katana is it?
44, I think.
44.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I had one from when I was a lot thinner too. I think it's like a 38 or something like that because I recently entered like the 200s. I was usually like 181.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I want to see what's going on here. See what we can what we can do. So I decided to just start eating and eating and eating, and I did, and
Oh,
I
bro,
got
what are you
freaking
eating?
dude, everything. Dude. Like, what am I not freaking eating, man? Like, I go to McDonald's down the street. You know what I
Nice.
mean? It's not every day. I have a blood pressure cuff and stuff like that. I still get my labs. You know what I mean? Like, I still try to stay
Sure.
as healthy as I can. But like
Yeah.
for someone like me, who's just like I was more of an athlete, so for me, pro
Yeah.
wrestling came extremely easily.
Yeah.
But it
Oh,
was
dude, I've seen
really
your
hard.
videos, man. You were freaking high flying.
Oh, dude, it was freaking fun, man, freaking fun. But
Yeah.
I was too young to handle the business side of it.
Yeah.
The whole business side of pro wrestling is it's strange even today, and for me I was just way too young to handle it, you know. But it's really hard for me to like get stronger because I'm naturally really skinny. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to gain weight. I'm just gonna have to get a little bit of chunk and fucking do
That's all right.
whatever, you know. With some chunk comes some funk, and I've been
Yeah,
lifting
dude.
some freaking weights, dude. So I've been trying my
Yeah.
best, but I love it so much. Equipped is so freaking sick. It's so much fun, and the learning curve is so hard. It
It
makes
is
you
freaking
humble,
hard.
dude. Makes you
Dude,
freaking humble.
training it by yourself is I mean, it's intense. I mean, I love following dudes on Instagram that like train gear by themselves. There's one dude up in Ohio. His name's I think like Steve Deal. I think that's his name. He's an older dude and he trains it all gear by himself. He benches like 900 in an F8 by himself. Yeah, you have to look him up. I think it's like Steve
Yeah,
Deal. I'll
dude.
send you his Instagram. Like, I love watching that dude, man. They're like, so like,
Yeah,
do you have mono hooks?
I do not. Not yet.
So you're
Not yet.
blocking everything out.
Yeah. Yep. Blocking everything out.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Self handoff. Yeah.
You're
It's
doing
pretty
single
crazy.
ply though. You're doing single
Yeah.
ply, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Starting with single ply. Yeah.
So you're,
And
dude, you're good,
then
man. You're freaking good.
yeah.
Hey, Blaine Sumner did it. Blaine Sumner freaking
I
squatted
was just gonna
700.
say that freaking gorilla just in
Yeah,
his garage.
yeah.
It
Oh, you can do it,
what the freaking
and
heck,
that's
dude?
cool,
It's
man.
crazy.
Dude, nothing's
Yeah.
cooler than like multiply lifting is unconventional itself, and then you get unconventional with the ways you're doing it of like, hey, by yourself or
Yeah.
freaking walking it out. Like it's like that's fun. Like that's what makes people want to watch it. So
Yep.
like, yeah, dude, freaking post that stuff. Be like first
Yeah,
time
man.
walking it out. Like just go for it.
It's a lot of
I
fun.
love that type of stuff, man.
It's
Like
a
so
lot of fun, dude.
I get dudes in the bench shirt in the football facility. And like I said, we never post there or nothing, but I mean, like, yeah,
Yeah.
just get in a bench shirt. Like
Yep.
one of the interns and like they'd almost kill themselves and it would just be fun getting them in there. And be like no side spotters, so just be me like sitting there with the bar. Uh,
Yep.
but it was awesome, dude. Be like, yeah, just put 500 on. Let's see how it goes.
Yep. Yep. Just bring it down, watch the face change color, and start
Yeah,
to
I'm like, dude,
panic.
don't be scared. Like, why are
Yeah.
you scared? Like, dude, just take it. Get on the freaking
Yeah.
thing. Give me the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's so many times, man. Like, I think I benched 900 one time in this gym with just me and my buddy. And there was no side, like, it was on a bench with no freaking sides on it at all. So, I mean, like, oh, God. I look back at that, I'm like, oh, dude. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't do it again, but
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to go for it. But,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's exciting, dude, getting in a
Yeah.
first meet, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm really stoked. I want to see you in the WPO though, because I've been paying attention to the WPO probably the last couple years is when I've really started paying attention to the equip stuff, which is honestly really the only thing I really pay attention to. But I've been looking at the WPO, and then when I found you, I was
Yeah.
like, why is this freaking mongoloid not in the WPO, man?
I know, man, and I want to, man, because part of me, it's like, dude, I know I can do it good. It's just like I said, and honestly, like I hate I hate being the dude that's been like, I've taken a break, or like, cause like that's not me at all.
Yeah.
But it just
Yeah.
freaking caught up on me. And cause I've
Yeah.
been training. Oh, dude, I've been training. Like, never have been through a phase where I'm like, I just lost passion. Like, no, bro, I have always still been watching every podcast I can freaking watch. Or still following everything and just having that grit. It's just like, and I just haven't competed. So, but now
Yeah.
it's like, and and also in college strength conditioning, like I said, it is long days. Like I said, in season, and even off season, it can be long. So not that you can't have an opportunity. Like there's dudes that have done it, but I definitely now have a little probably more ability to, if like at the end of the day I go to a gym now and I can train it. I can train with like more of a crew, and so like there's some guys like I said near me right now, or hopefully I'm gonna hop in with. But dude, I want to so bad. Like I think Anthony even said it on his podcast. Man, it was such an honor just to be mentioned. He was like, "Yeah, we want him to compete." I was like, "I freaking want to compete because I know I could do good." Like I said, I would compete at 242. I just do my thing, but it's like, dude, I have like no gear. But honestly, like I'll just freaking figure it out, like get somebody. So I don't know, dude. There's a wild hair in me, man. There's a wild hair in me. There's a meet in North Carolina in like 8 weeks. I'm like, dang, I only needed 3 weeks the first time. um, and like I said, I hate that open powerlifting. It's got both on me. It's got that 600 bench. I've never been 600 raw, but it's also got me an unlimited, which I'm like, dude, that was not unlimited.
Yeah.
Uh, but I say that meaning like, dude, 8 weeks. Like, even if I don't have a suit, I'll just go do it in briefs. And
Yeah.
uh, and then a bench shirt. I've got my katana in my truck. I've got a 48, so probably a little big, but maybe I don't know. And
Yeah.
just pull raw and see. I don't know what the total you have to have, but um,
Yeah.
I have a wild hair because I know if I did that, I will qualify for the WPO. Um, and then go, and then after that, maybe show up there with some cool gear, or just do what I just did and just go for it.
Yep.
It's all for me, dude. It's about the freaking journey, and it's about just
Yeah.
who you meet, and
Yep.
just hanging out with your boys. Like I love the freaking wild feeling of going to the bar. But then, just, dude, I just love the feeling of hanging out with the guys after, and
Yeah.
talking about the lifts,
Yep.
and then getting excited. Like right now, it's exciting talking about like your first single ply meet, and then hey man, I
Yeah.
want to get back on. It's exciting, and you're like, yeah, yeah, and then you're like, you know what? Man, I'm so excited to squat tomorrow. I'm so excited, and like you're not gonna be able to
Yeah.
sleep, and then you're on
Yep.
Instagram, freaking like I'm getting motivated. Like, dude, it's that same
Yep.
cycle, man. Like that's so fun, man. That's the like I said,
Yeah.
dude, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And you really get pumped and amped up. Speaking of which, who kind of like inspired you, or who do you look at is inspirational motivation that really got you to light a fire under your ass and get in the gym?
Oh man, Whew, good question. Um, mm, really, that really inspires me right now. I mean, honestly, dude, I've always just been like okay, we'll give the big one. So like my mom's like my biggest inspiration. So she just get me in the gym like with that. I'm like a mama's boy through and
That's
through. Just
awesome.
it was me, my mom, my sister. She got me into the gym. She showed me how to squat. She showed me how to bench. Like I said, deadlift. I learned it at the meet. But so yeah, that's a single mom, like just incredible, strong woman. She would drive me to all my meets. She came to a meet and watched Jimmy Cole bench 1400. She was there for that. And she
Hey.
knows nothing about it. She's like 120 pounds, like
Yeah.
she's just like, all right, so. But biggest motivation, dude, I'm a huge like strength historian. So I loved watching the old school like Lee Moran, first dude to squat 1,000. Loved watching like Bill Kazmaier back in the day. Obviously, dude, freaking Donnie and Chuck Vogapol. But dude,
Yep.
like, motivation, like man, man, what just gets me fired up, I think is I think, and I think it's the right thing. It's just that own personal like drive I get from it. Like that feeling I got when I first ever benched that 225. I remember freaking, I was eighth grade going into freshman year. The feeling I got, there was no Instagram. There was none of that. Like that first feeling, I remember squatting with all the guys around me, freaking screaming. There's nobody videoing. Like it's just that feeling of camaraderie, that feeling of man, this bar don't care how you feel. Like that's my motivation, like that's that feeling. So,
Yeah.
like I said, dude, you don't get that feeling from just freaking, I'm going to the gym to work out. Like you get that feeling from putting it on the line.
Yep.
Like my one of the best things I've ever told was what one of this guy told me. He's a mentor. He's like a brother to me. His name's Doug Smith. He benched 1100 at 275. Tony just beat his record. Um, you get him on here, dude. I can give you his number. Like, man, that dude's a man. He would do it. But
Absolutely.
he told me you got to be big these big benches because he's like helped me train up for the big benches. These big benches, you got to look at it like riding a bull. He's like, you look at it like riding a bull. All you got to last is 8 seconds. He goes, man, that thing could kill you. That thing could throw you off. But man, you can't think like that. You got to get on that big sucker, dude. And you got to hold on for 8 seconds. And if you ain't scared, you go in there freaking just ready to go. Like, hey, I don't care, dude. I'm going in. I'm freaking grabbing a hold of you. You'll be all right. So man, he always told me every time I get up and ride the bench, it'd be because I benched 1,000 multiple times in training, like in a single ply, all that. But like I said, it was never scared. Just be like, man,
Yeah.
he said, ride the bull. He goes, it could kill you, but you're on it anyways. Might as well freaking ride it, and if it kicks you off, whatever, dude. So yeah, ride the bull, man. He'd always talk about that, man. So,
That's so sick.
but yeah, the motivation, I'm motivated by a lot. Just,
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm having fun, man. Like, I'm excited to get back. I said, I'll do this till I'm old. Like, I'm not going to be a flash in the pan. Just that's why I like guys, like I said, an Anthony or like my
Yep.
mentor, Coach Gillespie.
Yeah.
Just dudes that have freaking like, even Chuck, man, Chuck Vogapol, dude, he's still freaking training. Like, and he's all
Yeah.
beat up. He's still freaking have a good time. He might not post, but I know he's still training. Like,
Yep.
dude, like, yeah, man, it's just having fun and love with it.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. You
Yeah,
being a
man.
big football strength coach, do you have a favorite football team?
No, dude, right now it's just freaking
Really?
so I worked with Clemson, so like all the guys that I worked with there, like I just left there in December. Love all of them, so I'll root for them, this year because I love all those boys, man, that are on the team. I'm invested. And then I went to a Division II school in West Virginia called Fairmont State, and I love all them. I'll root for them at the Division II level. Carson Newman, I've got some friends there. Really, really, dude. Like now, like I have teams I watch. Like I'm from Tennessee, so I like seeing Tennessee good. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
Tennessee. Then I worked with
The
Clemson for
Titans.
3 years. Yeah, worked with Tennessee for 3 years. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I worked with Clemson for 3 years, so I like seeing them good. But really, man, like I just like watching, and like I said. It's whatever team that you're on. So, but now at the high school level, I guess I better figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So, but
What do you like to do? I mean, you stay freaking busy as heck. You do seven
yeah,
day work weeks and stuff,
yeah,
whatnot. But there's some time outside of that. What are some hobbies outside of lifting that you like to do?
yeah, dude. So freaking right now, man. I think I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, I think I'm trying to figure that out. So I've
Hell
been
yeah, dude.
just been going to some live music. I went to a concert Thursday, Charlotte. So my fiance lives in Columbia, so I'm in Columbia like on the weekends, and then I live in North Carolina, so in like near Charlotte. So I'll go to concerts. Like I went to my first concert. I went to cool metal concerts. After the Burial was playing, and then we came as Romans. That was another one. So that was a cool. And hey, I like concerts. We've been going to breweries. We've been just kind of going all over, man. Yeah, dude, I'm really the type of guy though. Like I pride myself. Like I can hang out with anybody. Like I don't really have a group. Um,
Yeah,
like I'm not like that. I hang out with the athletes, even though I'm a strength coach. I saw that a lot, in athletics. Like it's like if you're in this niche, it's like you only survive at that niche. I could be with anybody. I could be with, hey, if you're freaking just want to play some board games, or if you just want to go fish, or hey, man, this is more of a crowd that likes this stuff or this stuff. Like I pride myself and I can kind of just hop in with
yeah,
anybody. But dude, I'm trying to figure that out right now because now, like being at high school, I got my weekends off, so which is awesome. I'm not
yeah.
stressed about what I got to do the next day, So like now, like tomorrow night, like if I would like still like around the college ranks, like I would be working tomorrow night late. Tomorrow I get off. I train my last group. It's like it might be football, so it'll be a good ending on a good. It's either football or soccer, so two extremes, right? Um,
Yeah,
but after that, gonna go squat with some dudes. So I think now, dude, I'm just getting acquainted just with having some stuff outside of it.
yeah, yeah. It's hard
So
too because
what?
it's like what do I freaking do with these damn things when they're not gripping some iron? You know what I
Oh, it's
mean?
it's super hard, and but then there's also like nothing wrong. Like Anthony, I've talked about Anthony a lot lately. Just I respect that dude so much. Um, like there's nothing wrong with just it being your passion, and like
Yeah,
just freaking, I love watching it. I love. listening to podcasts when I'm driving. I love that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
when I'm home, like I love, listening to your podcast or freaking or going on Instagram or, watching West Side versus the World for the 14th time. Like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
man, like
dude.
at the end of the day, like I said, I got obsessed with it young.
Yeah.
And like I said,
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
like I know it's gonna last a long time because, like I said, I haven't competed in 2 years and I've just still been up to date. But yeah, dude, I got to figure it out, man. I got to I don't know, get some hobbies. But like I said there's nothing wrong with just loving it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So love
Exactly.
traveling to people, seeing people's gyms too. That's freaking fun, man.
Yeah.
Traveling, going training with people. Oh, dude, that's the best.
What's the favorite gym you've been to?
Favorite gym I've been to? Whew, probably that's a tough one. Probably Cell Block. Cell Block. It's in Manchester, Tennessee. It's where Anthony he did a seminar there last year. But
Okay.
a dude there, his name's Brent Tracy. He owns it. He was like Louis, like they're like boys. And yeah, it's just down in Tennessee, dude. It's this dude's garage. And yeah, dude, freaking, I would drive. That's where I was hitting big squats, like um um I'll drive out there and like that's when I was really training, like really trying to push gear, and I never even competed. Like when I was there, dude, like I said, that was in that spurt of being off. Like I squatted 1100 there, squatted 1,000 against like 200 bands. Like I was like really feeling good. But I was just driving there and training. The atmosphere was incredible. I mean, just people loving on each other. And then after we got done training, we listened to like old 90s country music till like freaking 12 o'clock at night. Then I would drive 3 hours back home and I would stop at Wendy's and I would get I would stop at the same Wendy's because they'd always run out of like adult cheeseburger patties. So I would so I would get the Dave's 3/4 pound burger. And after every squat session, I would get the Dave's 3/4 pound burger going back home and back in Tennessee. And so they ran out of the adult patties, which is like 4 patties, I think, on a Dave's 3/4. So dude, they would put freaking like 12 kids patties on it because they ran out of meat. So I would eat that after every time. And
That's fucking awesome.
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, eating, man. I can eat. Yeah, so um yeah, dude, that's probably one of them. But yeah, I love traveling around. I want to get up there to Roman and drive up there at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So what's your favorite food?
Favorite food right now, dude? Probably barbecue right now where I'm at,
Okay.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all ain't got no barbecue in Washington, do you?
No, not like down there, man. Not like down there. I was in Tennessee for I think 10 days or so in 2021.
Yeah.
Man, the food down there is immaculate.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
so good, dude.
Yeah,
It's
man,
so
dude.
good.
I'm all over it, man. Like I'll eat anything, like, but like honestly, like barbecue, I'll be really fired up if I'm at a place and like, yeah, we got this spot. I'm like, yes, because it like I can. The worst is going to a restaurant and them having like you get your entree and you're still hungry after. Like barbecue, pretty much always will put you out if you know what to order. You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, bro, like probably barbecue. But yeah, I said been moving around so much, like. Now I'm like exploring, like explore everything in North Carolina, what all the foods up there. Now I'm exploring everything, coming to see her in South Carolina. So, but honestly, dude, I do have a bad habit, man. And I'm a fast food fiend, bro. Like, it's bad. She'll be like, my fiance, she'll be like, let's go try this new place. I'm like, golly, I just want to go to Burger King, So,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, I'm bad with that because all the deals, man. Freaking
Yeah.
Burger King had this freaking deal going on. It was like $2.89 for 8 nuggets. I was like, oh my gosh, even like a
Yeah.
$10 bill, and you're getting like freaking a ton of nuggets, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
dude.
paying for that, man. Yeah.
So would you say Burger King's your favorite fast food joint?
No, Wendy's, but Wendy's don't have the Wendy's has that 4 for $4, but it don't fill me up. Burger King fills me up. Yeah, probably. I don't know, dude. Because I switch it up so much, man. I'm not really loyal to any of them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I switch it up. I just kind of like to see what's off the interstate, So
Yeah.
you guys don't have Bojangles up there,
No. Uh-uh.
no? What y'all have obviously McDonald's.
Yeah, we got like McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Wendy's, Taco Bell.
Yeah, there's no
Uh,
Jack in the Box here.
oh, dude, that was fucking good, man.
What's that?
Really good. I
Taco
love it
Bell,
all,
yeah.
bro. Dude, I'm a big. I'm getting better now about like restraining it, But dude, I
No,
fucking
don't
love that
restrain it.
shit,
Let it
bro.
go. You gotta
Dude,
get
I
free.
love it. Dude, the best meet I ever had that I performed at that morning, I ate like a ton of McDonald's breakfast and then like a shit ton of
Yeah.
Uncrustables and like Metrics bars during the meet, and that was
That's
my
all I
best meet
had. Yeah.
ever. Like,
Uncrustables is like all I'll eat while when I compete. Not this.
yeah,
I just like the taste. I like the sugar.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm like I said, man, I'll switch it up on it. Like I'm not, so I'm just having fun with it.
yeah.
So and we'll always find somewhere good to go eat after powerlifting meets. Probably my favorite place to eat. I take that back. Nothing beats a good sports bar to me.
Okay.
Nothing beats a good
Yep.
sports bar because there's always wings, burgers. That's probably my favorite type of place to go.
Yeah, yeah. We used to when I was in wrestling school back in like 2015. We used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings like after every
Oh,
practice.
dude, yeah. Tuesday they got half off wings. They still got that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
Bongo, you get like freaking 20, and then you'll get 20 for free if you buy
Yep.
it. And then you'll be
Yeah, dude.
freaking pooping liquid for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my buddies would do that in college. We'd go to this place and it was like 20-cent wing night and be like, give us 40 wings. And we'd freaking eat them all, dude. It was insane. We were messed
Yeah.
up. I remember crapping my pants all the time. Like just walk into class, be like, oh
Yep.
God. And then you have to throw away your underwear and like go commando the rest of the time.
Yep. Yep.
Sad man, is all that stuff. Like, but said it was fun. Like I said, man, I miss the kind of like the freaking that part of powerlifting too. Like it ain't really like about it no more. Like weighing the food and all that. Like it's cool, right? Like it's cool. But like I do miss like man, I remember coming to the gym when I was a teenager. There's a dude there. I won't say his name, but he would come in every day with a 2 liter Mountain Dew, freaking drink it while he trained. And dudes were
Yeah.
like sitting before they trained eating Panda Express. And like, dude,
Yeah.
these dudes were squatting freaking 881, bro. Like benching
Yep.
5. Like it was like, oh, all that. So I say all that and I'm like, yeah, I've lost 70 pounds and I was
Yeah.
strict with that. But there is the part of it, dude. Like tomorrow when I squat, before I squat, there is a 100% chance I'm stopping by probably Burger King or McDonald's to get
Yep.
something to blow me up.
Yep.
Like,
Absolutely.
you
Yeah,
know,
I love that. Like that unhinged part of powerlifting. I feel like that's what it was built on, you know?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like Lee Moran, freaking first dude squatted grand was like a Hell's Angel, man. And like, there's that like, it's just like so different. Like I said, it feel like it was a sport for the outcast, not the influencer. You know?
Yep. Seriously, dude. Exactly. Like, Pete Rubish and I were talking about this, where we've had this like generational shift where it doesn't feel like it's about either it doesn't feel like it's about the sport, it doesn't feel like it's about getting strong. It's just like what can I post? How many
Oh,
likes can I
dude,
get?
I know,
What can I
bro.
and it's like that
And I
that whole
love the
like
posting.
main
I
yeah,
love it when that's what makes it fun to see. Like, see what you post, like, see what Roman, like, or whatever, like, who's posting. Like, I got to get better at posting. But like,
yeah.
but yeah, it is. Sometimes it's just like, oh my gosh. But
It feels
when you
like
get it,
it's
go ahead.
we've got like a lot of influencers that have kind of like infiltrated the sport, I feel like. And it's like it feels like there's a bunch of Gymshark people.
I know.
Like
You get in where you fit in,
yeah,
and like they see stuff that like we may like, right? And like that's
yep,
the first thing I got freaking turned on about your page, dude. So I'm like I said, a big strength historian. You're posting all this powerlifting USA stuff. Like I love that stuff, dude. That's
yeah,
why I freaking followed you because I was like,
yeah,
oh, this dude's about it. Like this dude,
yeah,
like I love that stuff, man.
yeah,
So I've got tons saved like on my computer, like dude, just um that's the stuff I like, man.
yep,
And then some people not. Some people, man, where they like it, and we like to talk training after and talk old school stories. Or hey, let's go
yeah,
get a freaking greasy burger after a squat session,
yep,
or some ACP at a Mexican restaurant or whatever.
yeah,
And, some people are like, no, like I just want to hit my whatever. I don't want to hate on RP because I do like RP, but like I like RP for some things. But like let's hit this single today or whatever, film it, and then it's just except you get in where you fit in. I don't want to
yeah,
hate. Yeah, I don't want to hate because like at the end of the day, like they're still doing something. But because then they definitely look at us,
yeah,
they're like, oh,
yeah.
why don't you do
What
that?
are those
That's
idiots doing?
yeah, I know, bro. But I'm like, hey, dude, shoot, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I
It's
said,
like,
I'm
what do you
in.
mean you have a magazine, you weirdo? Like,
I know, man. I know. It's like, bro, but that stuff's awesome to me, man. Like,
yeah,
I can go back and watch a ton of stuff on that, man. Like, um, there's some good. It's hard to find some good stuff. I think you posted Anthony Clark too. I was a huge fan of Anthony Clark.
yes,
He was a reverse grip bencher.
Yep.
So have you tried the reverse grip bench?
I love it. I
Have you been doing
love
it
it.
lately?
Yeah, I use the Talon grip. Yep.
No way. Okay, so the
Yeah.
talon grips what you call it. I need to call it talon because Jimmy calls it that. I don't know why I call it claw.
Yeah.
Talon grip. So, oh, dude, nice. You have to
I
send me
love
some
it.
videos.
I love it, bro. Because like Jimmy, I was paying for the YouTube members.
Oh yeah,
It's like whatever he would post, it would be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna try to do because this guy is the best at this, like by a mile. It
literally.
doesn't matter what you put him in. Like honestly, I think if Jimmy Cole went raw,
He
I
would beat
think
it.
that he would beat it. I
Yeah.
think even though he says he doesn't care, which is totally cool, that's fine, stay in your lane. But I do think that that dude is the best bench presser in the world, no matter even if he's raw.
He
I
would beat it, dude. He'd beat it.
yeah
Yeah, he's the freaking man. He's
yeah.
incredible.
I mean,
Incredible.
on his YouTube channel for the members, he was doing this is I think this was probably like 7 8 months ago. He was doing a raw day and reverse grip. He had like I want to say it was like 575 in reverse grip. Just brought it down. You would have thought that it was 225, bro, just
Yeah.
into orbit. And I'm like, he's like, that's good enough for today. And I'm like, dude, I would have been crapping my pants with
Yeah.
that freaking weight.
I
Like, and
know.
it's like, man, this guy is not from here. It's crazy to watch him bench, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I would go and he trains hard. Like
Yeah,
like that's what people like what don't get. Like they see just a big old dude, he's just benching. It's like, no, bro. Like this dude will put you into the ground when you train
yeah,
with him. Like and he does a lot of bench variations, like bench and then this type of bench and then dumb like triceps and back. And he trained when I was talking to him, I don't know if he still does this now. He might, but he's training every day. Like every day he was doing something, like a
yeah,
shoulder day, a back day, an arm day,
yep.
two bench days, and then Jimmy can also like Jimmy. I don't know like about his deadlift, like I'm sure it's still good, but like dude, he was like he didn't squat a grand like whatever he wants. Like he's freaking strong, dude. Like
Yep.
people put that apart. Like it could be scary if he got in it. So I think right
Yeah.
now the next dude to total 3K is gonna be Phil or Rodney.
Yeah. Yep.
I
They're
said
both
Rodney.
knocking on the
So you
door.
got Rodney up on here. So Rodney, I remember seeing Rodney at a meet. This is a cool thing. Rodney probably didn't tell you this. Rodney, because I listened to that one. Freaking Rodney's the man. I went to a
Yeah.
meet and it was one of the first ones I saw. It was a USPC meet, and I'm like, dude, there's a multiply guy here. Nice. This was years ago, and he was walking all his warm ups out. They had no warm up monolith for the warm ups. He was walking all his warm ups out, and then he went and squatted like a grand. Like no,
Yep.
like just freaking like, all right, I guess I'm gonna do it in the mono. It was awesome, and he don't wear no knee sleeves. Like that was what he was like naked knee. It was
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Like, and he's such a
Yeah.
nice guy, man. Like, I don't even think I talked to him that day. I think I was just like, like
Yeah, dude.
just. But I think it'll be Rodney or Phil.
Yeah.
Rodney looks like he's training for something.
Yeah. Rodney is, I forget how many weeks out when we were talking, but he was still quite a bit out. But I mean, he looks in freaking prime condition. That dude
Yeah,
is ridiculous. He's so
yeah,
damn strong, and he's not even he's still only using sleeves. He's still not even wrapping his
yeah.
knees
You
up.
don't like him. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't like him.
Yeah, and he's like, I feel like I don't need it. And it's like, oh, dude, this is wild. He's
Yeah,
strong as hell. And it's like, I love those type of guys. Like the Jimmy Colbs, the Rodneys, the Anthonys, the Dave Hoffs. Because it reminds me of like Powerlifting Unlimited. Like a lot of those old
yeah.
documentaries that
God,
like
that's a
I
good fucking
freaking
movie, man.
love. Like I went like I saw maybe a couple clips of Scott Mendelson on Powerlifting Unlimited, and right away I was just like eBay. I was like, I'm buying this. I need the DVD.
Yeah.
I don't want to just watch it on YouTube. I want to have a physical copy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's freaking like yeah, I've watched that one a ton of times. Obviously, West Side versus World a ton of times. I follow a bunch of YouTube pages that that post all the old school stuff. I'm just like, I want more, you know.
Yep.
But sometimes you just run out and you're like, I guess I gotta go. Maybe like I said, it motivates you to go get it
Yep.
yourself. That's what is fun
Exactly.
about the multiply too. It's hard to find. Like it's hard to find a bunch of dudes. Like you can find it, but like when you go watch like geared lifters or old school videos, like you have to really want to find it. When you find it, it's cool, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And for your training for the equip stuff, how often per week are you in the equipment?
When I was in the bench shirt, I got in it. I've done it multiple ways. I've done it every week. I think I felt my best when I was going every other.
Every other.
Yeah, every other. Yeah, I felt really good, and I would always just go up do like a single. Like so, I know Jimmy does a bunch of reps, and that's where I was still learning it. So like I never was like stable with like, hey, like, can I get people always at this time? Can I get people always at this time? It was always like when I could. So like I said, hey, maybe with these guys here, seems like I've got something stable now, which is like the first time ever. So like, hey, so hopefully we see, but yeah, every other I felt good. I did every week and I felt all right, but I definitely was like, oh man, when I was going every other, I felt good. Then with the briefs and everything, I like how Anthony does it of just it'll be like briefs for like 3 weeks and then freaking you'll get in like a suit. Uh, like on the fourth, or like, hey, our suit bottoms or whatever. But like Donnie, he always told me like, hey, just train in briefs every week, practice. The guys at Cell Block, when I drove down there, we trained in briefs every week. It's just because it's like the same movement, the
Yeah.
same ballast of when you're in the suit.
Yep.
So I just, there's not as much tension, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Did you utilize a lot of boards too when you were in the shirt?
no, I never did boards. No, I always just go as far as I can. Yeah, I'm weird. I never did the boards. No, even when I had my best, when I bench at 927, I never used boards. No, I always took it down. Always, and I'd always touch.
Yeah.
So like I said, I have a pretty like small stroke. So like, I mean, it wasn't like, I know like some guys that freaking are longer limbed, but, but yeah, dude, I always touch, man. Always
Was it the same thing with your squat? Did you utilize the box or was everything free?
free. Yeah,
Oh.
even now, like even when I get back into it, I'm gonna go free. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it. I'm the type of person though, like I don't want to, like I'll use everything I can to help
Yeah.
me. So if I use the board, I'm gonna cheat it. If I use the box, I'm gonna figure out a way. So
Yep.
it's like, hey, I'd rather frickin' figure out a way to cheat it regular. Make it
Yeah.
better, right? How much
Yep.
can I arch up on the
Yeah.
squat? How much more of a pop can I get?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll figure out a way.
Do
So
you utilize bar variations for like your squat too, SSB, camber, and that kind of stuff too?
yeah, yep. I think yeah, tomorrow's camber. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, so I'll switch it up. I mean, tomorrow will be in the first time in a long time, but like yeah, I'll switch it up. And that's what Donnie would do. Donnie told me he's like I never did a straight bar until like I was getting closer to a meet or I really needed to maybe get a practice session. But yeah, always changing it. Whether it be a bow type bar, camera bar, SSB bar, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's only so many you can do, but rotating it with forward bands or no bands, whatever, something like that. Um,
Yeah.
but bench, no, I always straight bar.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
always straight bar bench. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then my deadlift right now, like I said, it's not like, so my best 725, but like I said, in the meet, it's only like 672. But like, it'll like, I'm figuring out now, I'm like, oh, now, like this will be when I compete again, it'll be in the 700s because I'm figuring out, and it's nothing special. It's just slowly chipping away, like
Yep.
just having those free throws, like, just practice, and no,
Yep.
not destroying yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I think practice how you play is a big one. I found that out in
yes,
my
dude.
recent meet, man. Like
Yes.
fucking cuz I have in the garage I have a Rogue Ohio bar, right? So
Nice.
it's no matter how much I deadlift, it's not really bending.
Yeah.
And when I went to the meet, they were using a deadlift bar. In the bend, it just threw me off, dude. I was like, I freaking suck at this, dude. I need to go to the gym and figure out how to use this because I freaking stinking it up over here, man.
Yeah, dude, it is, bro. Like I love that how you said that. Like you got to freaking practice. It's all practice, man. Like,
Yep.
dude, like the guys that are so freaking good at this, it's because they practice it. Like you see the dudes that pull a lot sumo, and you're like, oh, I'm so mad. It's like, no, it's because they've honed in their technique perfect. It's the same with any sport. Like the best football players, a lot of time aren't the best, most athletic. That's like their IQ because they practice where to be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like same with like like benching, like in the shirt, like hey, like just practice, video everything, watch it all. Like that's why I think Anthony's so freaking good because he's a technician with it. And
Yep.
so like, dude, like with his whole thing now, it's so inspiring to see his knee, and then now he's freaking back squatting like 800 pounds again. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, dude, you got to freaking practice it. If you veer too far away from it, and you're like, like it's good to have those fun things, like hey, a pin press with this
Yep.
type of bar, or with squat with this type of bar, whatever. Awesome. You can't always take this super specific route, but you do have to know that you can hit it specifically. So like I heard, was it Frankel on here? He talked like at Big Iron, like they would keep it pretty specific. It was always like a lot of straight bar, and and sometimes you can run yourself into the ground with that, right? But like
Yeah,
there's a reason he's still freaking, he could probably still get under that thing and do it. I think I saw on his Instagram he benched like 500 still.
he did. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's ridiculous.
incredible.
Another mutant. And he was talking about the sentiment of like, if you're not 100% in that gear and you don't know how to do it, then how the hell are you going to go to the meet and do it? Right?
Exactly.
Like
You have to practice, dude. Like you can't. Like I said, like when people are like the raw, like I can do this much raw, I should be able. It's like like you're super strong. You have a really good base. If you practice a long time, sure, like sure you probably would be fine,
yeah,
or not. Like some people not
yep,
because some people don't have the mobility to open up their hips in a squat suit. Some people with the bench shirt like freaking don't have the thoracic kind of mobility to arch up, right?
yep,
Like maybe not. So it's
yeah,
kind of practice. So.
yeah.
Um, yeah, dude, with your katana, have you like tried like torquing the sleeves or anything yet?
Not yet, not yet. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The,
Have
the
you
most
tried it?
I've
Like, have
done,
you tried it? Like twist and then put them in?
no. Mm-mm. The
Yeah,
only thing
yeah,
I've tried was I heard Jimmy talk about going in palms up.
yeah,
So I did that, and I've like pulled it down a bit to try to like get the
yeah,
the collar down a little bit.
yeah.
The most
Palms
I've done
up.
is I hit like four. So my best raw bench is 410,
Yeah,
and then I hit in the shirt I hit like 460 to a two board for like
damn,
two, and it felt pretty easy.
nice,
So I'm
nice.
really excited, man. But like you made a really freaking good point there. You said just because you're the best athlete doesn't mean you're going to be the best football player. It's the
Yeah,
it's the
right.
best football player that's going to be the best football player, like Tom Brady.
Exactly.
You
IQ,
look at
dude.
like Tom Brady's combine numbers and
Yeah.
what he put up, and you would think this guy stinks.
Yes,
And then
bro.
you go and look at his track record, and you're like, this guy might be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, dude. It's that with powerlifting, and then you get the guys that it starts to narrow down to where you are the most athletic and you are the best football player. Same with you are the strongest and you are the best. Like Dave Hoff, like is still like probably like damn near could probably put like wraps on and go squat like freaking 1,000 if he wanted. But like he's a guy where it's like he's strong at both. But some guys, dude, like it is, or it's just like they're just such a technician. You know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you ever have any anxiety getting under the bar when those weights start to get heavy? You have any
Oh yeah.
reservations, anything?
Oh yeah, I get nervous. Yeah, when that 1124 we put on, and I was pretty scared, man. I was super scared when I got onto that freaking bar because it was just a 55-pound bar, so it was like really shaking. And like I said, I was just like, whatever, here we go, ride the bull. All my buddies like ride the bull, and like I'm kind of
Yep.
like, I'm like, all right, here we go, ride the bull, ride the bull.
Yep.
It's just like you're just talking to yourself, like, let's go, like, dude, it's like with football, like, dude, like you're scared on the kickoff team, but it's like, let's go. You just gotta rip the band-aid off, like it's a
Yep.
fun excitement. I don't want to say fear, it's excitement. And excitement is a mix of fear. Like you're excited to go on your first date, but you're
Yeah.
also scared, you know?
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm excited to freaking go up there and talk maybe a speech in class, but I'm also scared, and there could be different like ratios of it. Like I've got more fear than excitement, but with every time it is under the bar, man, like I've always got a little bit of fear, but hey, man, like I'm always nervous. But Ed Cohen's like, if you're not nervous, like then you don't care, like oh yeah. So I'm never gonna be like whatever. Like sometimes I'll be more calm. Like I've got to be calm when I'm benching. But yeah, dude, I'll get it. Oh yeah, I'll, for sure. But
Yeah.
it's more of like an excitement, like a dynamite about to explode. And like I said, just but for sure, I definitely get yeah, anxious, excited,
Yep.
my heart's pounding and like it's
Yeah.
butterflies everybody. It's more of a crazed thing. Like one of my favorite videos is the dude, I forgot what video it's in. Hmm. But he goes, I just want to lose all sense of my mind and go incredibly insane. He
Yep.
squatted like 1,000 or something. I forgot. It was at a WPO. And I
Yep.
forgot the guy that said it. And he's like, I just want to lose all sense and go incredibly insane. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yep. That was West Side. That was in the West Side documentary.
That was in the West Side documentary. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. The
Yeah.
dude, it wasn't Scott Cartwright, but it looked like Scott
It looked
Cartwright.
just like him, big old body. Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott Carter.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, he was out in California. He was out like
Yeah.
I know it's far away from Washington, but like still like that's out there on the West Coast.
Yeah, Sacramento.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got family all over California, so I've got to Sacramento in like 11 hours. It's really not that bad driving
Okay.
there.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Did you so for do you have any like ultimate goals as far as a total goal, bench goal, squat goal, something where you're like, I
Uh,
need to hit this eventually?
oh man. Definitely before it was like when I was like 3 years ago when I was competing. Like it was like I want a total 3,000. I want to like my biggest thing was I want to bench 1,000 single ply. And then because that was a big thing, bench 1,000 single ply. I think of that I know I could chip in or get close to 3,000. But then obviously, like you always got to have big goals. Like one of my mentors told me, you got to have a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. It's a goal so big that you can't do it on your own. Like you have to like God has to intervene. Like you have to, there has to be something to help you. So, like my freaking, I'd be dumb to say I don't have a BHAG, like right now of like getting back in, like, dude, like if you're not going in to like be, the best or not even the best of like all time, but like the best you can be and push your limits high, then what are you doing? So let's say like right now, I'd love to squat 900 raw with just a belt. Belt and sleeves. Love to bench 585. Not a huge goal, but because my deadlift's my weak link, but 800 deadlift is like freaking my always been. But I'll tell you right, like I'm confident in myself. Like I know it's all about if you like sacrifice it, right? Like you have to pay the price. Like it's not like like greatness is not your destiny, it's your decision. Like that was a good thing I heard. And
Yeah.
you can tell Phil Herndon can total 3,000,
Yep.
like there's dudes that can. Like Rodney,
Yeah.
but like the decision and they've decided to choose that samurai way, just like Dave did and Donnie. So I believe I could do it. I really do. I
Yeah.
believe I could total
Yeah.
3,000. I
Yeah.
believe it. But like I said, and I think there's chapters of life that I've been in, and I'm really excited right now for this next one I'm in, and I'm glad I've got to talk about it, on this. But
Yeah.
yeah, I believe for sure I could do 3,000. But goal right now, dude, is just freaking get back. I have no idea. Like
Yeah.
I'm also lighter than I've ever been. Like that
Yep.
455 for three. Like I've only ever done 455 for three when I was benching freaking like my best ever benches. So after I did that, I was like, whoa. I was like, maybe
Yeah.
this whole body weight thing of what I was thinking is not as real as I thought. And then you start to
Yeah.
get past that mental block and you're like, you know what? Like maybe. So
Yeah.
like you can't go in and be like, I'm feeling like, have those mental blocks. Like it's just like, no, like
Yep.
freaking let's go,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know that's kind of long winded, but yeah, like I believe I can do it. It's just that you got to freaking pay the price.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think with your maturity as of right now, your mindset, I think one of these things is going to come in your future, whether it's the 1,000 single ply or the 3,000 total. I
Yeah.
do think that
I
one of
know I
those
can bench a
things,
thousand single ply. I want to be in that group
it's
because
dangerously close.
yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
mean
I
you're
know I
already
can.
dangerously close.
I
And
know I
when
can.
that does happen, man, you hit me up and I will cash app you for some Wendy's as a
Oh, nice. Let's go,
congratulatory.
bro.
I
I'm
got you
driving.
can hold me to that.
I'm
Use
driving
that
all
as
the
some
way.
motivation. I mean, just think about it when you're in the shirt single ply. I need to get this free fucking Wendy's from this dude in Washington, and
I
I will
know, man.
totally cash app you.
Let's go, man. Frickin' yeah.
But
I know what can happen. It's like I said, I tried it a lot. I tried
yeah,
1,000 probably like 8 times in competition. It's probably like, so it's got my name. I ain't afraid of it. It's just
yep.
every time I've rode that bull, it's kicked me.
Yep. Yeah. It's
So
right there, dude. It's
yeah.
right there. But yeah, man. All right. Well, winding down here, dude. Why don't you go ahead and plug all your social media out so people can find you because you are going under the freaking radar. I think they mentioned it on Tales from the Warm Up Room that you are secretly strong, and I think that
Yeah.
is a great way to put it because
Yeah.
you are under the freaking radar, but you are strong as hell and just getting stronger.
Oh,
So people
thanks.
need to know where to find you.
Yeah, dude. My Instagram's Duncan Hundley. I'm on it. Like I'm on anything else. Like like I'm not really on anything else. But Instagram Duncan Hundley. Like all my lifts. Like I've kind of been sporadic. But yeah, dude. Freaking. It's kind of it. Like I just like I said, it'll be getting back. It's that little break. Some guys they'll talk to me. They're like, "Do you even compete anymore?" And it's like, gosh, I'm like, yeah, but it's like, oh, I guess I haven't in a while. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I'm excited. Just to get things back rolling. Whether that's that meet where I hop in and like October, or there's another one in February that I really would like to do. It's an IPA meet in West Virginia. So I thought about doing that. I love the IPA. But yeah, dude, Duncan Hundley's it, and freaking anybody can shoot me a DM. I love talking training. I mean, like strength and conditioning, like, love talking that, man.
Absolutely, dude. Well, you got a lot of people that want to see you do a lot of big things, especially in the WPO, because that's kind of where the equipped mecca is. So you got a lot of people pulling for you on that as well, especially me.
Yeah, man.
Dude, it's been fucking awesome talking to you. You're strong as hell, just getting stronger, and I'm
Yeah,
looking
man.
forward to following your journey, bro.
That was funny, dude. Freaking beginning of the podcast, I was like, God, dude, I wonder if he's still gonna want to interview me, man. I don't bench 600, bro. I was like, but then I was like, you know
Just
what?
cut it right there. I don't want to interview this guy. He's not as strong as I thought. Get him out
Yeah,
of here.
I was like, it's just, dude, it's an honor just to be on this podcast because, dude, you got some heavy hitters, man. So when you DM me, I was like, no way, this guy, like, so it feels like, dude, like, I'll tell you this, like, dude, I am very like hearing Anthony and them talk, and then hearing like guy like you talk, it's had guys. I am very, very encouraged, and I'm very personally driven, very personally
Yeah,
driven. But
yeah,
it's also like if you have an opportunity to inspire others, then frickin' take it. And you know what? Who am I? My mentor always told me, he's like, God's given you an opportunity to do this. Like when I was benching in the single ply, and I benched that 800 that day, he's like, dude. He was like, God's giving you an opportunity to really take something and go. And he goes, if you just take it and push it to the side, which a lot of people do, just because I don't want to, like, what is that saying for the gifts you've been given?
yep,
So hearing like Anthony and then hearing you talk and Roman, and it's like, man, like what, not for the publicity or any of that. Who cares?
yeah,
It's not freaking, you ain't getting paid, but for the
yeah,
just, hey man, maybe a kid watches me and gets fired up. Because I know I bring it. I know I'm an energy like kind of guy. Like when I go, so man, it's like hearing stuff like this. It's like, you know what? No, it's bigger than me. It's
yep.
freaking bigger than me. Like, oh, it's fun and all, but at the same time, it's like that's what it's about.
100%, 100%. I've just been super fortunate and blessed to have such heavy hitters for guests, man. I've had some crazy freaking,
Yes.
I have no idea how. I just kind of put myself out there and was like, hey, man, let's do this, and just kind of took it and ran with it. So I've just been real lucky myself, dude. It was a pleasure and honor to talk to you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you get even stronger.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. All right, bro. We'll talk soon.
All right, man. See ya.